Good day, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are well and I hope that you are having a great day so far. So in today's video, we're just going to be talking about shopping. Now, I'm not talking about just clothes, I'm talking about as much as I can. So we're going to be talking about supermarkets, clothing shops, household cleaning, I would say like a pharmacy type place. And then there are these shops which I don't know what you would classify. I think in America they call them a department store, but you go in there and you could probably find everything, but I'll get to those last of all. And then of course there is online shopping. So Amazon, eBay, all those kind of places to do shopping. So let's start with supermarkets because those are probably the most important. So there are quite a few supermarkets here in the UK. You probably heard of Sainsbury's, Tesco's, Aldi, Lidl, Morrison's. There is places like Marks and Spencer's and Waitrose. Those are the little bit more expensive supermarkets. You also have places like Iceland, which is a huge shop with a lot of frozen food. There is obviously other things that you can buy there, but it's mainly frozen food. That's where we buy a lot of our frozen stuff from, and we buy other sort of general stuff from Tesco's or Sainsbury's. We have also tried Lidl, but I prefer Tesco's or Sainsbury's. There is something called a co-op. I've never been into one. I have heard of them, and I've heard people say that they've bought things from the co-op, but I've never been into one. You need a card to shop in a Costco, so I've never been into one. Funny enough, apparently there is also a Makro, but I haven't seen one myself. So you are now in the grocery shop and you are going to do your shopping. There are a lot of ways to, if I can say, do your shopping in a supermarket in the UK. There is what they call a smart shop. Now, a smart shop is a tiny little device that you pick up at the entrance of the shop. So for example, at Tesco's you would scan your Tesco's card and it releases one of these little devices. At Sainsbury's you would pick it, you push release handset, you pick it up and you scan your Nectar card, and that little device you take with you all around the shop, and you have your bags in your trolley, and as you scan the item you can put it into your bag. Now if you are going around the supermarket and you're buying all these things, if you buy any alcohol or pain medication or anything like that, the assistant will have to come when you're paying and just check that you are over 16 or 25. Whatever the age requirement is for that item. So for example, if you want to buy Nurofen or paracetamol, you have to be over 16. Any alcohol or things like that, they check that you're over 25. So that smart shop is just quicker, easier, so you don't have to go through the till, and you can pay for your groceries. A lot of people do their groceries like that because it's just simple and easy. You beep the item and you put it in your trolley, and when you get to the end you beep the little device on the screens and your total comes up and you pay with your debit or credit card or cash or however you pay for your groceries. Then the next thing is a self-service till. Now you might think to yourself, self-service till? How does that work? It is very clever. As you put your basket down or your items down on the one side, it weighs them, and as you scan it through, it will not allow you to scan anything else until you've put that item down. So if you've got bread in this hand and milk in this hand, and you scan your bread and you put it down, and you don't put it down, it won't allow you to scan the milk. So you put the bread down, scan the milk, and then put the milk down. Now, I don't think that paying for your groceries this way is a very efficient way, because you're going to have all these things going through and it's going to start to pile up, and it's going to make the machine a bit slow. So my suggestion is, grocery wise, use the smart shop if you want to, or you can pay at the normal till. If you have a couple of items and you're in a bit of a hurry, a self-service till is very quick, very easy. Again, if you buy anything like paracetamol or alcohol, an assistant will have to come and check that you are of age before you can pay and leave the shop. There is one thing you need to remember in the UK, you pack your own bags. Now they don't call them packets, they call them bags. You pack your own bags. When we go to Iceland, you don't have a little smart shop device thingamabob. you have to just put everything in the trolley, then you stand in the queue to go through the till, they scan all your stuff, and then you pay. So while the stuff is coming through at Iceland, I'm standing at the end of the till, packing into, we have a proper Iceland bag that I pack all the stuff into. So just remember, you pack your own bags. There are no packers at the end of the tills. Also inside the shop, when you are buying fruit and vegetables, if they need to be weighed, you weigh your own vegetables. There's no one standing there to weigh for you. If you need some help with regards to the weighing machine, you just have to ask one of the assistants that are possibly standing around or packing something on a shelf. Just ask them, say, sorry, can you help me use this machine? I'm new here, and they're very kind and they're very helpful. They will help you. If there is some reason why you don't have a car, or you can't get to the supermarket, or you just would like to try what it's like to order your groceries online and get them delivered to your door, or you can do a click and collect. A click and collect is where you order everything. You choose the supermarket that is closest to you, and you go there with your, I think you would have a receipt. I've never done a click and collect, so I'm not too sure. I think you would have a receipt, and they would give you your groceries that you've ordered online. Now, when we first got here in November 2020, of course, because of COVID, we did order online, and we also didn't have a car. So it was a little bit more difficult to do our groceries. So what we did is we ordered online, and our deliveries would come to the door. The guy at the door would always be wearing a mask, and we wouldn't take the baskets into the house. We would just unpack them at the door, and then the girls and I would take them from the door and pack them away into the cupboard or the fridge or etc. But as I say, COVID has moved along, we then bring the baskets in and we unpack them on the table or wherever, and then we give the man who's delivering the baskets back. And it really is a nicer way of getting your groceries. Sainsbury's have a function where, probably Tesco's do too, but I haven't seen it on their website. Sainsbury's have a function where you can actually pay for a whole, I think it's a whole year of getting your groceries on that day at that time. There is a function that you pay for, and you won't lose that time slot. So your groceries will come, say, every Monday at 8 a.m. It's just an example. You don't have to stick to that. So yeah, those kind of things, you know, it's a personal choice. We've never done that. I would just pick whichever time was easiest. And obviously when we first got here and things were still a bit higgledy-piggledy, I didn't leave the house, so I was always home, so it didn't matter what time the delivery came. Now, there are some supermarkets that do it. Now, I'm just going to read from a piece that I found on the internet. Ocado made its name as a well-known UK supermarket delivery service. So Ocado actually deliver for Marks and Spencer. So Marks and Spencer are delivered via Ocado, and I'm guessing that they started this. Then the other supermarkets followed. You have supermarkets like Tesco's, Waitrose, Sainsbury's, Asda, Iceland, and Morrison's. Now, if you order through Morrison's, I think it comes with Amazon now. I'm not sure, because obviously we don't shop at Morrison's, but I think that Morrison's comes through Amazon now. We have had deliveries from Iceland, we've had deliveries from Sainsbury's, and we've had deliveries from Tesco's. And all of them, the guys are always friendly. They are very polite. A lot of the time, they will, if they're running a bit early, they will phone you and go, "Hi, are you home? Can I bring your delivery now?" And you can say, "Yes, I'm home. You're more than welcome to bring the delivery now." So it's just something that, if you choose to do it, it is very convenient. And we have done it a few times, but we have also gone to the supermarket ourselves and bought the stuff. And that's how, and that's why I like the Smart Shop thingamabob device. I don't know, I just call it a device. Because it's just quick and easy. You go beep, 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 all around the shop. You pack your own bags. You go to the till, they ring it up, and off you go out the shop. So it's really, but in the beginning, before we understood how the Smart Shop worked, if we went to the supermarkets, we would stand in the queue and pay at the till. And that's also, if you feel more comfortable doing that, then of course there is just the normal till where you pack all your stuff, you go through, and you would scan your Tesco's or Sainsbury's or whichever card you have, and the person behind the till would ring up your amount and you would pay them. So yes, I think that is pretty much all that you need to know about inside the supermarkets. It's pretty much the same in most of the shops. You go to the till, you pay, and you pack your own bags, and off you go. So it's, yeah, there's no packers at the end of every till. There's nobody to weigh your fruit and veg. You're just going to have to do it on your own. And remember, it's not called a packet, it's a bag. Then clothing shops. Now, first of all, you need to remember that these clothing shops that I'm about to list are clothing shops that I have seen. So if they're not the same in the area of the UK that you live, then I do apologize. There is Next, Zara, H&M, Fat Face, Primark, Matalan, Pep & Co. Now, Pep & Co. is inside your Poundland. So, Poundland, you can't really buy groceries there, but Poundland is a great shop. There's lots of things in there. Majority of things are a pound. But in the back of some Poundlands is a Pep & Co., which have very nice clothes. There is New Look, Roman, River Island, House of Fraser. Now, House of Fraser, the moment I stepped into the House of Fraser, it reminded me of Edgar's. So to me, House of Fraser is very similar to an Edgar's. And then, of course, there is George, the brand called George, that's inside of LD. So when Leah needed new uniforms, we went to George at LD and we bought a majority of her, the grey. I spoke about it in my school video. The non-marked uniform, you know, the one without the school badge. So the grey tights, the grey pinafores, the grey trousers, things like that. So you can get that sort of stuff there, but they also have other clothes as well, obviously. Now, I did forget to mention it when I was listing the shops, but there is also lots of nice shoe shops that you can go to here in the UK. There are like dedicated shoe shops. Remember, like in South Africa, you had like the Barter shop or this shop or that shop. The one shop that I really like, and I went and bought some winter boots there, is called Shoe Zone. They have really nice shoes at really reasonable prices, and you can also shop online with those as well. Then you have a shop called Sports Direct, which to me is almost exactly the same as Sportsman's Warehouse. I mean, this place in our mall, it is huge. It's 2 floors. Everything you can think of to do with sport is in that shop. It's called Sports Direct, and I have bought a few things there. I bought some nice Puma shirts, but really, and Puma socks too. But really, they have everything that you need for sport. We also bought Leah's school costume there. Her, her trainers, sorry, not khakis, trainers. We bought those there for her for PE. So yes, it does. You need to, if you're looking for shoes, I would suggest Shoe Zone. You know, if you're looking for shoe shops, just have a look, just Google it. But Shoe Zone is the one where I've been. And of course, if you're looking for a sports shop, just Google them. But I would suggest Sports Direct. To me, it reminds me so much of Sportsman's Warehouse. Household cleaning stuff. That I go to Home Bargains for. Now, it depends. If you want to do your cleaning buy your cleaning products with your grocery shopping, then obviously Sainsbury's, Tesco's, places like that, they do, of course, have cleaning products. But if you're looking for more budget friendly, I would say go to Home Bargains. They have a lot of cleaning products at very, very affordable prices. You can also find cleaning products in places like The Range. So you can buy your cleaning products at Home Bargains at very reasonable prices, but you can also find cleaning products in other places. You just need to have a look around. Then let's talk beauty. So you have Boots and you have Superdrug and Lloyd's Pharmacy. I'm not sure if Lloyd's Pharmacy have beauty products. You would need to look in your own Lloyd's Pharmacy, but those are sort of the pharmacy places. Then Boots and Superdrug have beauty products. Now you can get a Boots card, you can get a Superdrug card. And every time you buy, you get points. The same as you would with Clicks and a Clicks Club card. So to me, the most like Clicks would be Boots. But you can, Superdrug is very nice as well. So if you're looking for a shop that's like Clicks, you look at Boots or Superdrug. A place like Dis-Chem, I don't really, I'm not sure about anything that's similar to Dis-Chem. So, but like I say, definitely Boots and Superdrug remind me more Boots reminds me of Clicks. Lloyd's Pharmacy is when I've needed medicine or medication, I have gone to Lloyd's. They have very much what you need in the case of like paracetamol or Calpol for your children or things like that. They are more focused on the medicinal side. So Lloyd's is more an actual pharmacy. Now, the big shops that I want to talk about that I said to you, I don't actually know what category they fall under. There's a place called The Range, TK Maxx, places like that. They are huge places, and you go in there, and The Range, you can buy things for your house, you can buy garden furniture, you can buy household furniture, you can buy cutlery, crockery, placemats, things like that, and you can buy dining room tables, you can buy couches. There's a lot that you can buy in The Range. Then TK Maxx is, I think it's mainly clothing and makeup and things and lots of things like that. I haven't really had a chance to look inside the TK Maxx, but I know it's got a lot of clothing. So if you're interested, you should go and have a look in a TK Maxx. Of course, there is I can't think of its name now. There is a really nice shop if you are into hobbies and crafting. It's called Hobbycraft. It is amazing. I can't wait for my mom to come and see a place like Hobbycraft. It has everything that you can imagine. It's crafting, it's knitting, it's sewing, it's crocheting, it's all those things. You can get stuff for that stuff in Hobbycraft. And I went in there once and I was like, wow. My mom would just totally be in heaven in a shop like this. They are really nice for people who enjoy crafting. And then there is Amazon and eBay. Now, since living in the UK, I have used Amazon a lot more than, you see, in South Africa, we had takealot.com. And if you used Amazon, I think you had to pay in dollars. So in South Africa, I was like, no, I'm not doing that. But here in the UK, Amazon, you pay in pounds. And I promise you, it's sometimes if you can't find something out there, it's so much easier to go home and look it up on Amazon and get it ordered. We've bought clothes from Amazon, we've bought cosmetics, we've bought soap, we've bought shampoo, we've bought, our first dining room table actually even came from Amazon as well. So Amazon does have a huge variety of things that you can buy, and it is nice to shop on Amazon. eBay, I don't really use eBay. My husband's used eBay for one or two things, but to me, eBay is very intimidating and I have not used it. There is, of course, also Etsy, but I don't really go on Etsy that much either. I know a few people shop on Etsy a lot, and there's a lot of nice stuff that you can get on Etsy as well. So basically, I didn't mention, but the supermarkets, you do also have a card, like I mentioned. Boots and Superdrug, you have a card. You also get a card for your supermarkets. I have a Tesco's card. I have a Nectar card for my Sainsbury's. So every time you pay, you scan the card as well. I'm not sure on Morrison's, Aldi, Lidl, places like that. They must have a card, but you need to just check that up. Waitrose and Marks and Spencer's, you have a card as well, but you need to obviously apply for these cards. Shopping here in the UK is, it's quite a pleasure. There's nothing really that I can complain about with shopping in the UK. It's very simple. The range of products that you can buy in the supermarkets, like for example, jam, there is so much choice. Peanut butter is so much choice. And with regards to people who are vegan, with regards to your milk, like non-dairy milk, you can really just go crazy. You've got almond milk, you've got oat milk, you've got coconut milk. Is just so much choice in the supermarkets. and also the clothing, the beauty, there is a lot of choice. You don't have to like limit yourself. You can really find a lot of different, and you can like prices are different. So for example, this brand is this much and that brand is that much, but you can shop around and have a look. And yeah, the funny thing is in South Africa, well, I was always told in South Africa we were not allowed competitive advertising. The strangest thing is when you get here and you see competitive advertising, it's very interesting. I have really enjoyed shopping in the UK. It has been, I've learned very quickly where to go, what to do, how to find what I need to find. And it's a nice place. The supermarkets are nice to shop in. The clothing stores are nice to shop in. And of course, I haven't forgotten, of course, there are charity shops, but I want to do my own dedicated video for charity shops. So yes, there are charity shops and they're wonderful, and I'm going to do my own dedicated video on that one. And then lastly, there is just something small that you need to remember is some supermarkets, they have a chain on their trolleys, so you have to put £1 in and then it will release the trolley. But you can buy a little coin. You can buy a little coin, I'll insert a picture of it, that you put into the, it's shaped exactly the same as the pound, and you hook it onto your car keys or wherever, onto your keyring, and you can then, every time you need a trolley, you just pop that in and the trolley will come out. So yes, thank you so much for watching. I really hope that this video has been helpful, and I hope that you've enjoyed me chatting to you about all the different shops. And I hope that if you know anyone who's immigrating or you immigrating yourself and they'd like to see this video, please share. If you liked this video and you enjoyed it, please give me a like. If you're enjoying all the videos in this series called Different, please hit subscribe. I do have a few more coming and I would love for you guys to see them. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.